Hi lovelies, here's a sneak peek of today's beginners video. We're going to do swipes today, really nice and easy for beginners. Big thank you to my lovely friend Darren from Venom Fluid Art. Our friend Sue has asked to have a video created on the swipe technique today. So thank you so much for joining me today, all my subscribers, members and supporters. You mean the world in this journey and I love walking alongside you as we create together. So today we're going to show you just how easy it is to use the fluid art swipe technique. It's step by step and I really hope you love it. So let's get started. So first of all, here are some of the colours that I picked out, just random colours, nice and bright, and I'm going to be using a combination of this palette all the way through this video today, inspired by Darren, and I'll show you the consistency, I'll show you the paints, where I got them from, everything. So if you're a beginner and you're just starting off, I'm going to make this really nice and easy for you. It's a simple technique. And all you need to do is grab yourself a tile or something like that and something to swipe with. Now you can use anything you like, but I'll show you what I'm using shortly. This is the best paint that I've used in a long time. And it's the magical base paint to use for any form of fluid art that you want to create cells, or just for a really lovely flowing painting. Now I use Liquitex gloss pouring medium in all of my paints when I'm doing commissions, but today you can just use paint and water, and look at the consistency. It's fairly thick, it's leaving a little trace on the top. So they're the paints that we're using today with the consistency. Now as I get my Crawford and Black base paint out, which has been mixed with paint and water and a tiny touch of Liquitex gloss pouring medium, I'm pouring on enough onto the tile so it's going to cover the whole tile easily, and then I start to use a stick. You can use anything you like. You can use old toothbrushes as stirrers sometimes, so it just shows, you look around your home, there's so many different things that you could easily just use. So I've popped some navy blue down there. It's basically ultramarine blue with a tiny bit of black. This is one of my favourite colours. It's iridescent blue green, again Pebeo. All these paints are Pebeo, and this one is blue green with a little bit of white added on top, so I can tell already the type of palette this is going to be, but I'm going to surprise you with another little colour that I'm going to throw in shortly. So next up is some gold, and that's really going to make a nice coverage with the blues. Can you imagine the different colour blues and the layering and the thickness of the paint there? So next I've got fluoro pink, a nice lot of that going on top, and then I'm going to end up with a little bit more of my favourite iridescent blue. So that's my last colour there. So now I'm going to do my first swipe, and I've got my card. I've got so many old membership cards, and it's one of the best ways to use a swipe. It's not too heavy and easy to wipe off. So I've got my mixture of Amsterdam Black and Australian Floetrol, and I'm going to show you paint and water later on another one. And it's, as you just saw there, 1 part paint to 3 parts Australian Floetrol. You have about 15-degree angle there. Gently rest it on the edge of the tile, and give it a wiggle as it goes across, just a little wiggle, just to start the paint activating together. And then I pop my card down there to swipe in a minute. And you can use a kitchen torch, or I've used a lighter as well. And if you don't need to do it, you might not have any bubbles, or you can even use a cocktail stick. So I literally just tilt like that, and then I turn it round and I tilt the other way, and you can see there's enough paint on there, so the paint gliding really nice and smoothly right across the coaster. And I use the palm of my hand just to tease the paint over the edge of the coaster, and that's pretty much there. I'm just going to tilt it slightly more and just show you what happens with those lovely jelly bean cells. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at the colour palette shining through, and you can see on the edge that favourite colour coming through, blue mixed with the pink. And there's even some purple in there that's been created by the combination of the blues and the pinks together. So that's my first tile. Actually, this is my favourite one. I've got 3 more coming up, and I'm going to show you some tilted techniques, but also I'm going to show you just paint and water in the next one. So that's put to one side, and you can just scrape it off. And I'm going to show you just quickly now the drip test that I did at the beginning. So what I did was I got all of my different paints and I put a tiny little drop of each one on the edge, and you can see as I go along there's a little bit more paint on 2 or 3 of them, and 2 of them are running into each other slightly, so I can judge really easily from experience that I'm tilting I'm at a sort of a 90-degree right angle, and I'm seeing that there's less gold, so it's running very slightly less, but they're all the same consistency. And that's important for your paints when you're starting off. So again, I'm using my lovely Crofton Black white base paint. And this is my mix of just Amsterdam Black and water. So I'm going to use the same colour palette again, but slightly different order. So first up, after getting some of the bubbles burst, I'm going to use my blue iridescent blue-green from Pebeo. And I'm just really gently just using my stick to put the paint up and down. This part is just so therapeutic. You can just see by experimenting and having a play how much paint you can put on the stick. And this is a really small tile. It's about 4 by 4 inches, a standard tile. You can get them on Marketplace, on Facebook. You can get them in pretty much any hardware store in Australia, America, UK. Very easy to get hold of. So just get some tiles and have a play. And also these can end up being your coasters at home. I've had some workshops recently with some lovely people, and they've been so delighted taking their coasters home and they're varnishing them up and using them. So it's so good to use and give as presents to people. So you can see the colour palette I'm using here today is very similar to the last coaster that I did in the round one. And this square one has literally just got the same colour palette, but in a slightly different order. So green is pretty much going on top now, and I'm just going to add one more touch of green, and I can already see this is going to turn out completely different from the other one. So I'm going to add a little bit more of my favourite blue on top, and then I'm going to swipe. So again, got my card, and I've put the paint and water, Amsterdam Black with just water. Again, 1 part paint, 3 parts water. Spreading it onto my card fairly thinly. And then pop that to one side. And then place the card down at about a 15-degree angle to the coaster. Gently just swipe across. You're not pressing it down, you're literally just allowing it to just move across. Look at that gorgeous print there. See, I would keep that if I wasn't doing a tutorial as a paint skin and use it for something else. So I do often use a lighter like that. So if you haven't got a blowtorch in the kitchen, just use a lighter. You can even use a match. And then you just tilt the tile. Now I've got a spinner here, but I'm not using it today because this is purely for beginners. So when you're starting off in fluid art and you're doing the swipe technique, don't you find it a really good idea just to use things that are really simple, so you're not overcomplicating things by having to get loads of materials and loads of tools. So you can literally use things from around the house. If you haven't got a tile, you can use other materials. You could use an old coaster that you've already got. You could use even a placemat. So I'm tilting here, and you can see the cells very slightly different to the ones that you get with Australian Floetrol. But Australian Floetrol is very, very expensive. I get it from the paint shed, and it is imported from Australia, but I get it in large amounts. And this last amount was actually gifted to me by my lovely friend Colin. So thank you so much, Colin. And I do a lot of cells without Australian Floetrol now. But I do use some in workshops and things. But you can just see just how beautiful these cells are just with the Amsterdam paint. Amsterdam paint is essential for cells. There are other paints too, but I'm starting off really simply here with the black paint. I always use Amsterdam. to create my cells. It's very good paint. It's not overly expensive, but there's something in the ingredients that really helps cells to be created. If you also use Liquitex gloss pouring medium, that can often help cells develop as well. It's all about experimenting, having a play. So I'm trying to keep this as easy as possible today, really simple, not overcomplicating things. So if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. This video was created by the lovely lady Sue, who had some questions, and I love creating videos for people, so please let me know if you'd like me to create a video for you. And thank you so much to my supporters who gave me coffee this week. Thank you so much to my members, and thank you so much to my subscribers. When you subscribe and watch my videos and share them, you're really helping my channel to grow. Lately, I've been a bit quiet on YouTube, and I've been doing quite a lot of resin and memorial pieces for my dear beloved pet, Eve, my fur baby, who passed over a month ago now. And I'm back to doing my fluid art. So if you're liking the fluid art videos, please do subscribe and share, and let me know what you think. So tile number 3. Now this is the thing, when you get into the painting, you get really mucky puppy, and you have to really wipe things clean. But it doesn't matter, of course, if it's got a few bits on it, as long as it's level, it's not lumpy, because the paint on top will be covering it. So again, we've got the Crawford and Black low sheen acrylic paint as the base. We've got our iridescent green on top. So I just leave you for a moment as you watch these last 2 tiles being created, and I'll come towards the end and I'll show you the end results for this swipe technique. And I would love to know what you think, which tile is your favourite. And next time, would you like me to see me using the spinner? And would you like to see me do a blowout from the middle with the cell activator? Let me know what you think. Let's put some music on, and I'll see you shortly. So this is the last tile, and what a different tile it is. Look at the same colour palette, but more of the green and pink used on this one. So I'd love to know which one was your favourite tile. Did you enjoy this easy fluid art tutorial for beginners? Did you learn anything about the swipe technique? Is the swipe technique now something you'd use? There are so many different ways that you can use the swipe technique. These last two tiles were used with Australian Floetrol and Amsterdam Black. Now here's the end results. This is when they've been left just for 5 minutes, and I'm keeping all 4 of them. I can think of homes for them already. So thank you so much for being here. Big shout out to my lovely friend Wombat from Venom Fluid Art. I'm going to put the link to the video that inspired me today, which he created, and I'm going to put that in my description. So what did you think today? Let me know. Would you like to see more on the swipe technique? And don't forget that your art is a piece of you, so it's very precious. So keep shining, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care now. Bye.